Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and today I'm here with Moda Blockheads 3, Block 26, and this one is called Zigzags, and it's by Janet Claire, and it is a fun block. I've got some tips and tricks to tell you, and some things that are just a little bit different about this block. So let's get started. Okay, when I first looked at this pattern, I didn't really realize what was going on, but if you read the introduction, How Does an Expand a Block Work, you will find out that regardless of which size block you're making, the units are going to be the same size. Normally, if you make a 12-inch block as opposed to the 8-inch block for our Blockhead series, the pieces will be larger for the 12-inch block. But with this block, the pieces are the same size regardless of which block you make, which means that the bigger the block, the more pieces you're going to have to use. In other words, you're only going to need 16 half square triangles for the 4-inch block, 36 half square triangles for the 6-inch block, but my 8-inch block required 64, and if you make the 12-inch block, you're going to be making 144 half square triangles that finish at 1 inch. So if you are one of those people who are doing different sizes of blocks for your quilt, this might be one that you want to make the 4 or the 6-inch block for, or definitely the 8-inch, unless you just really, really love half square triangles. Another thing that you will probably want to do, regardless of what size block you make, is you will probably want to use half square triangle paper for this. And I use the 1-inch triangle paper from Primitive Gatherings that works with charm squares, and that just worked out the best for me with this block because I had to do 8 of these sheets for the 8-inch block, and I picked out 4 lights and 4 reds and 4 blues, and because I wanted them scrappy, I wanted to have different blues right next to each other, different reds, and different background fabrics. And I also put in 3 of my squares were the tone-on-tone daisy, but 1 of my squares I did the little asterisks in multi, just to add a little touch of color throughout the block. But again, these half square triangle papers made it super easy. The other thing that you'll have to be concerned about with this block is that there are lots and lots of seams. And so I pressed everything open on the back, except for the half square triangles. When I made the half square triangles with the paper, I pressed to the dark. But the seams between each individual half square triangle unit I pressed open, and I also pressed open the seams between the rows. And this back, because there is so much fabric and so many pieces, it's not as neat as it usually is. But I feel like I was still able to get a pretty flat finish for my block. And I ended up loving this block so much. I just thought it had a lot going on. I really like how the scrappy effect worked. And what I did is I just kind of put my fabric half square triangles in little piles, and then as I was laying out the block, I just made sure that I tried not to, I'm not sure if there are any, but I tried not to put, a red asterisk right next to a red asterisk. They might be diagonal from each other, but they weren't touching each other, and I think I did that with all of the different colors and all of the different prints, the only exception being the backgrounds. But you will definitely want to lay out this block completely before sewing it together. And I also used chain piecing to keep everything in the right order and to keep it. So I sewed them together with it completely laid out so that I wouldn't get anything in the wrong order. But again, just a super fun block that you're going to have fun making this week. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial about Blockheads 3, block 26 by Janet Claire Zigzags, and it's a fun block to make. I hope the tips were helpful, and if you would, please subscribe to the channel, and thanks so much for stopping by.